What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're working on the Jeep. Got my buddy Austin here.
How's it going?
He's the AC specialist on this one, and like I said, it's AC, so I don't want to go out on a trail this summer and be sweating to death. The AC in this thing did work, but it had a small leak. So what I've done was this little guy here, little UV light. What you can do is we trace this whole system around with this little thing, but you know what? This just wasn't cutting it very well. You can't really see much. So we went and upgraded. And we got this bad boy. This light right here lights up the whole engine bay, which is really nice. Like I said, we checked all around here. The main part up on the condenser where you're going to get rock chips, everything up in there was good. What we found, I got a leak right in here. You can kind of see it. There you go on camera. That's all the dye. There's been a few times where I put fluid in here with the leak detector, and you can see it's just all around here. And right underneath this block, there's two O-rings. So, what I've got here, O-ring replacement kit, comes with everything for the whole system. We're going to go through it and we're going to find the ones that fit on that valve body and just replace those, because everywhere else we cannot find a leak on it. So, we spent a good amount of time checking everything, and that's the one spot. We pulled the dash, we looked up under the dash, no leaks under there. Like I said, AC does work good. It just slows down over time. So the main thing with doing AC work is you don't just want to hook a hose up to it and just dump it out into the air. It's not good for the air. The EPA doesn't like that kind of stuff. So what we're going to do is we're going to run this thing up the street. I got a buddy of mine who runs a shop. He's going to go ahead and evacuate the whole system for us, and we'll get right back to you. All right, we're good. Go ahead. There we go. Plant the ground or something. Stop playing with it. Dude, this stuff's going everywhere. There. Perfect. All right, well, we are back. We took this thing up to my buddy's shop and had him completely evacuate the system of all the Freon. We made sure we didn't spill anything. Everything looks good, so no worries there. But what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and... Hang on. Is something wrong with the screen?
Yeah, it does look weird.
Well, that is weird. Oh, wait, we left the light on.
Ah.
Oh, that's way better. Way better.
Oh, yeah, that looks good.
All right, cool.
All right.
All right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to go ahead and pull this thing off and make sure the O-rings on there are broken. Hopefully they are, because if not, I don't know where this thing's leaking, because we've checked everything. But yeah, let's go ahead and pull this off. We'll get the O-ring off. We'll show you how we do it. Go ahead.
So 10 millimeter, 1 bolt. Just take it off there, and we're gonna figure out what O-rings go on there. Okay, looks like we got a high pressure sensor right here. Just one little push-in clip, pops right off. Okay, so looks like we got no O-rings there, and it looks like two O-rings built into there.
All right, so once again, this is the kit I bought. It's the Rapid Seal AC System kit. I just got this from O'Reilly's. It was $10.95, I believe, was the full price on it. They are, you can just go on there and search whatever and put in the year, make, model, whatever your Jeep is, or whatever car you're actually working on, and they will sell these complete kits. What we found is these are the O-rings that go on the system. And here's one of the ones we pulled off. So you can see it's pretty smashed flat, the rubber on it. So I'm assuming that hopefully this is the only problem I have. And once we get these new ones in, she'll be good as new. Like I said, it was a very small leak. I think I only used probably like 1 can out of like 2 months during the summer. And so far it's a pretty simple fix. You just got to pry these things off, clean them up really good, and get them back in there. Austin did a very good job of cleaning up the bottoms of this thing. We had dirt right up in there where he's showing you with that. So we're kind of wondering too if that didn't allow this thing to set all the way down. I'm sure at some point somebody's probably tinkered with this and tried to fix it before. But by cleaning that up really good and then having everything up here looking nice and clean, We should get a really good seal on it, hold good vacuum, and I should have air conditioning again.
Now we're just gonna snug it up. We couldn't find a Torx spec on it, so. You have to buy these separate to be able to attach to regular gauges. So these are just connectors you can attach to any car AC. But now I'm gonna connect my 1/4-inch hoses to them. And pretty much all they do is they snap, you unscrew them, snap them onto the line, then you screw them down and it's pushing the straighter core in so you're getting the flow through. And then these are just hand tied to snug. You snug them too much, you're just gonna tear up the O-rings on them. Okay, so I talked to you about the connectors. We got those all fitted on, tightened down. So we're pushing the straighter cores in to allow refrigerant flow or the vacuum. We got our 1/4-inch lines attached there. We got the ball valves open, back to our gauges. Got our gauges turned on. We have all the valves open. And we have it leading back to the vacuum pump. So we're gonna flip on the vacuum pump. We're gonna start vacuuming the system down. We're gonna give her a shot and we'll get back with you guys. Perfect. Well, we got everything pulled down. It's been on here for about 40 minutes or so. We're going to go ahead and charge it. There's usually a little plate on here saying how many ounces or pounds is the factory charge. This is 1.25 pounds. Converted it, ended up being 20 ounces. So we're all ready. We got the 134A hooked up. We got the vacuum pump still running. So we're going to go ahead and close off the vacuum port. Shut the pump off. We've already bled the line, ready to go. We're gonna go ahead and zero it out. We're on ounces. Okay, we're gonna take it over here and we're just gonna open the fill line. Okay, you can look here and you can actually see the refrigerant going in. Okay, and then whenever it starts to get kind of closer, I'm going to start shutting off the valve. So make sure we don't overfill it. If I can't fill 20 ounces, which it looks like it is going to take it, we just have to turn on the car, turn on the AC pump, and fill the extra in. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and shut it off. Okay, perfect. So we got 20 ounces in there. Okay, so we got that all figured out. The port shut off. Okay, so since we've put 20 ounces from this hose all the way to the gauges to here, there's 20 ounces in here. So now we're gonna have to turn on the car. We're gonna have to shut the high side pressure off with this little valve. And then we're gonna have to suck all the liquid refrigerant back into the system so we actually have 20 ounces of refrigerant in the system. So I actually don't know how many ounces are in 1/4 inch of hose.
All right, well, we're back. The Jeep is done. I now have air conditioning that should work for as long as it can. And that's always a good thing. Austin, big shout out to this guy for helping out with the AC. This man knows what he's doing. We got her all taken care of. Like I said, she's holding great pressure. No leaks that we know of yet, but everything seemed to be good. We gave it enough time running on the vacuum pump, shutting it off, and letting it sit to make sure nothing was leaking out. We're pretty confident that that was the spot that our leak originated from. You can go on O'Reilly's, AutoZone, whoever you want, and just search in there for it's called like a master seal kit for your air conditioning. It comes with pretty much everything to do every O-ring and seal that comes on your whole system, but we pretty much narrowed it down to just being those two seals right there, and we got her taken care of. Next weekend we got a trip coming up, going down to Springfield, so that'll be a fun one. Hope to have some video of that, of the More Overlanding Expo, and I'm going to do like an overnight camp somewhere. Don't know where I'm going, but we'll figure that out when I get down there. Austin, thank you very much.
Anytime.
And yeah, that's going to do it. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. We'll see you in the next video.